Now, I'm not a big change guys in the blocks. Believe it or not, when Marcellus went to Purdue, I mean, Marcellus was as good as it gets. And on day one, they switched his feet in the blocks. And his dad made a trip to West Lafayette to talk to the coach. And I agreed with him. That's just crazy. You don't do that. As a matter of fact, I don't care what foot is up in the blocks unless the kid's having trouble, and then we'll talk about it. I think the kid needs to be like a discovery thing, you know? Like, we're just in the blocks a lot. And kids will try, like, well, now if I see something really dumb, I try to help them out. But of course, eyes down. See the great bridges here? Awesome. This is something I learned from Boo Schexnayder. You know, you're supposed to push again, both feet into the blocks. To me, that was always a hard concept to actually do. Like, push both feet? Well, what Boo says is the first foot's natural. You're going to push out there. This is the unnatural thing. So he said, push the middle of the back foot against the top of the block. Middle of the back foot against the top of the block. So what you're going to see here is the foot move back an inch. Do you see that? He kind of loads it. If that happens, you know they're pushing off. Matter of fact, if you look real closely, you can see the block move. That back block move, the black pedal. I keep saying back block. Middle of the back against the top of the pedal. You can see it here. Oh, barely. God. Yeah, you can see the foot move. Low toe. That's good. Pick that up a little bit. Ankle stiffness, your Corf is talking about ankle stiffness a lot. That's collapse here. My guy, amazing ankles. Just things to look for. A lot of people talk about the knee punch the knee forward. I love, even without blocks, we're constantly working on the fundamentals. And this guy's been coached, right? What am I looking at? I'm looking at shin angle. I mean, that's pretty common there. But that shin angle is so important. And remember, the shin angle is easier on the first step than it is the second. It's nice when somebody actually has a rocket in their butt. You know, Ben Johnson, he's airborne. Isn't that crazy? Projecting those hips. Basically, you're going from like a collapsed spring to uncollapsing. So what you want is to get your hips the hell out of there. Marcellus junior year, I believe, he was a toe dragger. Not on that step, but on that one, yes. Long and strong, amazing feet and ankles. Just amazing feet and ankles. Let's check out his shin angles. Right now they're good. Good shin angle there. Hip back, hip. Just dancing up on his toes. I just threw this in there. This guy is new to track. And it looks pretty good. Well, I want you to tell me what he needs help on. Anybody see it? What does he need help on?
Too much backside?
You know, I think his shin angles are good. He's cycling.
A little too high with the heels.
No low, this is a high toe. Okay? Not a low toe, I'm sorry. Not a low toe. This is a high toe. He is stepping over his knee like he does on max speed. See that? He almost kicks his butt and brings it through. That's the opposite of the toe drag. Generally speaking, you want your hands under your shoulders. You'd love to have a flat back. Some people can't do it. The hands and shoulders. So I actually had a hurdler that just refused to listen, and he wanted to have like a 4-inch lead, you know, by being here. And that's you're going to have a stumble reflex. Your brain someday is going to say, I don't want to fall, and you'll stick your foot out. And he should have been an all-state hurdler, and he stumbled in the sectional his senior year. And I blame it on having the shoulders rolled forward. I wouldn't do that. I like basically a pretty vertical back leg here. You realize that you need to be open with your legs. I don't talk about, you know, degrees and angles and things like that. We get lost. We are much stronger from right here up than we are from down here. You understand that? Like if the angles of your legs are like this, you're not very fast, not very strong. But from here, we have really fast power. So we want to be open. Here's a guy, rolled his shoulders, he's too close, and he's going to come out too low. He's really good at staying low, stab. Second step, good. First step's definitely a stab. Just stick it in the ground. Here's a good second step. Your second step should look like the first. Does he have room down here to, yeah. This looks good. This looks good. This is Marcellus' second step. Maurice Green projecting those hips. Bolt, getting those hips out of there. I've had people, have you ever heard people say like if Bolt was a good starter? No, he's a good starter. I'll show it to you in a minute. Marcellus is a freshman. We do a lot of stuff without blocks. This is the same thing. If you can get that knee out in front of the toe, working on those great ankles, lots of room here. We call this the split of the hands. When we come out, we want to split and rip through. Split and rip. That's the rip. That was the split. That's the rip. This is kind of an interesting thing, working on my hands.
Before getting down the blocks. First one will be arm separation. You're going to separate your arms on my clap. Set. Set. Okay. Next drill, we're going to separate the arms and use the legs to get a little knee extension, little hip extension. So jump in your place and separate your arms. Okay. Set. Okay. A little bit quicker.
Once again, starting from an up position. Big in the arms, fewest steps wins, long and strong, not short and quick, never stay low. Two of my sprinters, at the 10 meter mark, if you have two guys that look like this, they're going to go first, second. I mean, that looks right. And some drills you can do. This isn't beautiful or anything, but we do this a lot now, where we just really want to work on being really powerful and not standing up and running. You know, somebody said, well, you know, there's sleds for that. Yeah, well, we have two of them, and they're really heavy to, you know, like get out of the storage and stuff. This is so much simpler. This is good for teaching the hips how to finish. 14-pound med ball, high as we can. I got this from Ernie Clark.
He had 4 freshmen today go 308 indoors.
He's going to be a pretty good coach someday.
Yeah, he's also building a powerhouse over there.
Yes, he is.
San Jose State.
I don't reference many college coaches in my talks, and there's a reason for that. But Ernie's the dude. He's good. Hills are really good, but these are not like mountains, and these are not. It looks like a mountain, but you can tell the picture should be. This is a very sprintable hill. And you see the great body lean, what it teaches. But here's the deal. Don't go up 200 meters. This is not an endurance event. This is not a torture event. This is do a 10-meter sprint. Rest 2 or 3 minutes and do it again. Do 2 or 3 of them. This is stuff, we just call these 1, 2, 3, 4s. People call them switches or whatever. The main thing we're doing here is to get the brain to not go into a stumble reflex. We want the brain to realize that this is a safe position. The brain wants us to be safe. Obviously, that's a good position. You know, I think sleds are good. It's a pain in the butt for us. And for 35 people, Ernie Clark does not use sleds. He says it's too hard logistically. Pulling thing, good. I like Kula's idea, never more than 20% body weight. So he likes fast stuff. Like I wouldn't like pull a semi truck. Yeah, that doesn't seem smart. I said the Bolt was a good starter. He was a good everything. A lot of people don't realize that he broke the 60-meter record in the 100 meters. He ran a 6.29. Coleman went 6.34. Yeah, if he only was a good starter. He's fine. Just fine.